If you're new to crappie fishing, you're headed out to do a little fishing this year, you've been thinking about what to use, you don't know if you want to use jigs, you don't know if you want to use minnows, what is the best bait to use? You know, is it jigs, is it minnows? Well, the answer is either. It's whatever you feel the most comfortable with. But for a new beginning crappie fisherman, I would lean towards fishing with minnows probably. I would just go with the old tried and true tactic of heading off to your local bait store, getting you a couple of 3 dozen of them little toughy minnows. Go to your favorite little hole where you think you're going to catch some crappie and just go the minnow route. Throw out 2 or 3 rods and sit there and wait. Minnows will catch crappie just as good as jigs, if not better. I've seen it. I've caught plenty of crappie on minnows. I just don't really like to spend the money on them, and I've got to where I can do pretty good with the jigs, so I just usually fish with the crappie jigs. But that doesn't mean that I don't think minnows wouldn't work. Minnows would work and will work wonderful. And sometimes, you know, for sure I'd say they'd be a better choice. And no doubt in my mind at certain times minnows would be a better choice, particularly like I said for some fishermen that want to do more of a I call it laid back type fishing, because you can bring your lounge chair, sit there in a relaxing spot on a spring day with your favorite drink, favorite beverage, a little lunch, you know, have your minnows beside you there, and that's a fun way to do it, man. That is a real fun way to do it. So whatever works for you, but minnows would be a fantastic choice for this spring. And here's a quick little tip you can do also, if you don't already know this. Most people do, but don't hesitate to tip the jigs with the minnow. In other words, take your little favorite hair jig and tip that sucker with a minnow, and that's a real popular method around here. People around here in these hills of Tennessee, they like to tip them jigs with a minnow. So hey, don't hesitate to do that. Tip that jig with a minnow.